For soul-eating dragons, devil-worshipping cults, hermaphrodite pseudo-gods, and the possible existence of eldritch beings, there was one thing and one thing only: football. American football. You're probably a little confused right now watching this, unless you read the title of the video, in which case you're probably even more confused watching this. I mean, how in the hell is a game about elves and dragons supposed to rely on the making of a sports game named after an old coach for the Raiders, is what Wikipedia is telling me. Well, you see, for that, boys and girls, we're going to have to go all the way back to the ancient days, circa 1986. Around this time, two guys at Media Technology, Chris Weaver and Ed Fletcher, decided they wanted to make their own video game company. And because Fletcher loved football, again, American, they decided to make the sports game of the century. That's right, people, we're talking about Gridiron. Yeah, so we're not quite at Madden yet, but we're getting there, people. Give me a minute. These things take time. Just ask the guys working on Elder Scrolls 6, am I right? You could also ask Weaver and Fletcher, because Gridiron was a painstaking process that took them forever to complete because they wanted to make the most realistic simulation of a football game that they could.
It was perfect. Perfect.
Probably isn't that impressive now, but at the time, it was the shit. I mean, for real, these sons of bitches designed their own engine with like physics and stuff. It made sense. Weaver was a freaking MIT graduate with a degree in physics, and Fletcher was a damn good electrical engineer who, again, according to Wikipedia, really liked football. I don't know, I was born in 2001, after games actually got good.
What?
No, all right. I know that sounds bad.
But honestly speaking, all of this to start up a company that now is pretty much known for their games being held together by Scotch tape. For example, did you know that to make the train run in Broken Steel, it isn't an actual train, it's a hat that a guy under the tracks is wearing and he's just running really fast? That's actually a more popular one, but seriously, half the time with the stuff that goes on in that game, you have to ask, is it a bug? Is it a feature? Most of the time, the answer is just yes. Back on track though, once the game's development was over, they used Media Technologies', I'm assuming, in order to print a bunch of laser discs and sell them out of plastic bags. Yeah, this is actually how they originally sold the game. And the crazy thing is, despite that, they completely sold out. They sold all the copies they'd printed of the game. It was a success, essentially. And thus, with this success, Bethesda was born. The gaming company, not the city in Maryland. But wait a minute. During this time, sort of, not really, a little bit before actually, there was another company that was looking to make their own realistic football game. And who was this company, you might ask? That's right, people, it was Electronic Arts. EA Sports.